Highnesses ask you to make yourselves comfortable. Your Highnesses, have you any words for these your people? Welcome to Bar Gemels! I'm excited to be here. I think this is the second Bar Gemels that I've ever been to, which I'm really sad about because I hear so much about it.
It's my third or fourth, but one of them I can't remember.
I'm looking forward to today's activities, which may include nap. I'm excited the rain has decided to stop and see what's happening. So let's get the day going.
Thank you all for coming, and I'm sure their excellencies appreciate your participation. I do have one quick announcement. If anybody has a rivet and a hammer, my belt came apart. Master Corwin has loaned me his, but I'd love a little itty bitty rivet and a hammer if somebody has one. I didn't see who said that. Okay, thank you.
I can rub it.
Also, flags and pins fundraiser. So we have a few more. You can see I've even made up some rainbow ones. The rainbow ones just go like crazy. It's a minimum $5 donation for each. All the money, we've raised all the money for the new travel cornet. So we've topped out on that. So now we're putting the money into the general Chamberlain Fund, but I believe that that'll probably go towards a new tent because we need a new. The Summits Pavilion is no longer erectable.
Thus suspends the court of Prince Finn and Prince Eduardo.
Thus opens the court, their excellencies of Terra Pomaria.
Welcome. So I feel like this is the first time I ever ran a staff meeting, so I'm just a little nervous right now. Bear with me. One of the things that we want to say first is welcome. We really appreciate you coming, and we're really looking forward to everything that is going to be occurring at the event this weekend. And on a very serious note, and I speak for both of us in this, we all are at different capacities and levels with our physical abilities, and we do not expect people to kneel when they're called up. If you can kneel, go for it. We do not expect it. I know Shauna is like, I can't hear you. We do not expect it because neither of us can do it. So we want to put that out there now, is that please don't feel like you have to kneel for us. Not everybody can.
I don't want to say anything.
Okay. Write that down.
Ayla, the Tabor, their excellencies request your presence in their court.
Oh. Ayla.
Tabor.
She was here a moment ago.
Ayla.
Ayla. Ayla.
You're gonna want to walk up by yourself. Our barony is enriched by the participation and contribution of all its members. Yet there are those who, for continuous and sincere effort, distinguish themselves in service to the barony, and those who give service to the barony also give service to the kingdom of Ontario. So that these people might be recognized, thus we created the silver apple of Terra Pomaria by founding Baron Cesare and Baron Astrid in Anno Societatis 27, being 1993 Gregorian, in the year of our baron's founding. The symbol of this award shall be a silver apple suspended from a favor bearing the colors of the barony.
I actually am quite delighted that this is the first award I get to present properly. Thank you. This is a very prime example of what Terra Pomaria is. The apples of Terra Pomaria are that which feed us all. Our community is about volunteering, about the effort that we put in to make sure that everyone's seen, and in the same way, everyone is able to participate. This gentle here, helps out at all the events they go to, not just in Terra Pomaria, but across the lands. Last night, I saw them working on charters before today's event, before we are about to hand these out. They have been working tirelessly to make sure that others will have a good time, will be recognized, and with their beautiful artwork, with the efforts they do, it is important that they also know that they are one of the apples of our community. And so, thank you.
3 cheers for Ayla, newest recipient of the Silver Apple. Next. The event steward has business in this court.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bar Gemels. Just have a few little announcements to make. We're still working on getting Wi-Fi going, so hopefully we'll have it up today. The hot water situation is being worked on. Hopefully we'll have hot water in the showers today. Please be careful around the river. Don't let your kids go down there, and if you go down, please be very careful. And then just make sure you pay attention to the schedule because we have lots of fun things happening today. And if you find that you need any help with anything with the site, just let myself or Lady Christmas Carol know, and we'll try to help you out. Okay? Thanks for a good day. Thank you.
I apologize. One more thing. Captain Randy had a tournament this morning and has the result.
Oh, yes. Forget about that.
All right. Well, my name is Captain Randall Blackwolf. I'm a senior marshal of the Summits. I had my first Baron pass on me recently, and I felt that I needed to have a tournament for him, and in remembrance of some of the zany and wacky things that he did in his time here with us. One of the tournaments that I fondly remember, after he made most of us get up very, very, very early in the morning for a tournament, probably keep us from drinking and building armor till 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday night at site. But he had this prize tournament that they fought with a short hunk of rope in between them and single sword, because single sword was his love at that time. So I decided to bring that back, and I'm going to try to keep it going for a while to see if we can build some more interest in it, especially with the buckler and sword community individuals that are doing the regional thing with that. Anyway, we had 3 people signed up. 2 people showed up for it. They fought 3 rounds, best 2 out of 3 to see who was the better victor. Peter, would you please approach the... Okay. No longer do you have an excuse of not having achieved. That was even.
What channels will you get with that?
So, and Constantine, if you're still about, thank you for coming. Also making the trip down here, and thank you for also participating in this. Come again next year, one and all.
Emma of Terra Pomaria, youth champion of Terra Pomaria, come now before their excellencies.
have nobly served us
and our barony.
and our barony in accordance with the laws and customs,
We now release you
we now release you
from your duties.
from your duties.
Champion, your excellencies, as I have completed my service,
For champions, as I have completed my service,
I hereby relinquish this title,
I hereby relinquish this title
turn unto you these tokens,
and return unto you these tokens,
symbolic of this honor,
symbolic of this honor,
so that any victor
so that any victor
may receive them from your hand this day.
may receive them from your hand this day.
As an honor of your service, your name shall be inscribed on the roll of former youth champions of Terra Pomaria, being the esteemed and sole person awarded this title 1 year ago, hence being Honest Society House 57, 2023 Gregorian. 3 cheers for the former youth champion. Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Hip hip. Huzzah! Let all who would compete to be the youth champion of the Barony of Terra Pomaria come now before their excellencies. Today you enter the competition to become the youth champion of Terra Pomaria. This responsibility should not be undertaken lightly, for even as you take your place in their excellency's court and at their side, the champion must know that by the deeds performed, it shows forth the honor and valor of the court and its barony throughout the known world. Do each of you accept that should you be victorious, you will fulfill the obligations of youth champion of Terra Pomaria, and that you will abide by the laws of this realm as expected by title for which you aspire? Competition shall commence upon their excellencies' command. You now have their excellencies' leave to make ready and bear yourselves bravely for the glory of Terra Pomaria.
Cemetery.
Adele Newton has business in this court.
So I got to describe the apple a little bit earlier, but my genuinely favorite award is this award. The Heartstone is Terra Pomaria at its core. It isn't what can we do, we, the Baron and Baroness, do to recognize your service. It is what can we, the individuals, the citizens, the populace, you do to recognize each other. And so in that way, there's a Heartstone to be given, if you would.
So I have words to read, and I can say that I wholeheartedly agree with them, but I want to read the words that Adele gave me. And then I will say who it's for. Lady Adele would like to give this heart of St. William to someone whom she feels represents the best qualities of our barony. This is a person who is quick to extend a welcoming hand to both friends and strangers, and their conduct inspires an atmosphere of chivalric behavior and medieval charm. From steady service as an officer to support from the sidelines on the live streams, they truly represent the spirit and the heart of Terra Pomaria. Luther, would you come forward?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
There have been a number of officer changeovers since the last Terra Pomaria event. Would all those who have stepped down recently please stand in place? Oh, sorry.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We cannot do this without our Officer Corps, and just see me later for a little.
A joyous noise for the outgoing officers. Would the officers who have stepped into those roles since Martinmas come now before their excellencies? Their excellencies have chosen you to succeed. Are you prepared to undertake the tasks and responsibilities of this office, to serve the barony and people of Terra Pomaria, and to swear fealty to their excellencies? Do you now swear fealty to Stefan and Anna, your undoubted baron and baroness, that you will faithfully discharge your office, obeying their excellencies' lawful commands in all matters that concern this barony, upholding the honor of this barony, and mindful that the harmony of the barony springs from your own deeds, that you will deal courteously with those of every degree, so long as their excellencies remain baron and baroness of Terra Pomaria?
Yes, I do. Come on. And we for our part
Swear fealty to this officer
swear fealty to these officers
of Terra Pomaria,
Of Terra Pomaria.
and to all who serve under them,
and to all who serve under them
and to their households,
And to their
and
house.
to their household,
protect and defend them
to protect and defend them
with all our power,
with all our power,
so long as we remain baron and baroness.
so long as we remain baron and baroness.
So say we.
So say
We, Anna.
Stefan.
Okay.
Happy to be Oh, we're good. Thank you.
Their excellencies call forward Agatha Iris.
Sorry.
Sky as well.
Oh, good boy.
Take the long.
Sorry. So, you are so many things. You are an artist. You are an amazing human being. And within that, you are a teacher. And we humbly appreciate all that you are doing and all that you can do and all that you will do. And so we would like to award you.
Beneath our beloved soil, the roots of Terra Pomaria's great orchids reach far and deep, always striving for greater strength, greater knowledge, and greater purpose. For those who search deepest, the treasures of ages long past wait patiently to be discovered, glittering like jewels out of an ancient darkness. The most rare and precious trees will continue this quest for knowledge until their roots are as richly laden as their branches. The award of the gemstone is given to those members of our barony who, through sincere and dedicated effort, have become proficient in their field and who glean with the promise of greatness yet to come. Any or all of these three gems may be affixed to the award: the ruby for great service, the green for martial skill, or the sapphire for arts and sciences. As you have continually shown forth your many gifts and talents, you have unearthed the treasures of history beneath the clear blue sky that all may see and enjoy and be enriched. May the clear blue of this gemstone serve as a reminder to you and all who know you of your great work among us. 3 cheers for Agatha Iris, newest recipient of the award of the gemstone of Terra Pomaria. Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
Hip hip.
Huzzah!
champion of Terra Pomaria, and Ayla the Tabor, consort of said champion, come now before their excellencies. Realizing many of her barony's champions were led to success by a guiding inspiration, it was deemed essential by Elspeth, second Baroness of Terra Pomaria, to honor these consorts. So it came to pass that from her hand, and those of all her successors thereafter, that these souls shall be honored for their inspiration. Ayla Tabor, it is from your inspiration that this champion gained victory. Accept now from her excellency's hand an argent pendant bearing an image of an iris, the Baroness of Terra Pomaria's symbol, to honor you for the important role you took in your champion's achievement. A joyous noise for the consort of the Bardic champion.
You have nobly served us and our barony in accordance with the laws and customs of this land. We now release you from your duties.
Your Excellencies, as I have completed my service,
Your Excellencies, as I have completed my service,
I hereby relinquish this title
I hereby relinquish this title
and return unto you these tokens,
and return unto you these tokens,
symbolic of this honor,
symbolic of this honor,
so that a new victor
so that new victory
receive them from your hand this day.
may receive them this day.
I actually do have a few words. Bardic champions are, I feel hyperbolic in saying they're my favorite, but when musicians bring music to us, it makes life just a little better. Music is very important to me. And there have been many occasions in the last several months as I've stepped up that this bard has sung a song or two and lightened my heart. I hope that in the future you may continue to perform for us, but also I hope the others here might experience your performances as well. Thank you for serving.
As an honor of your service, your name shall be inscribed on the roll of former Bardic champions of Terra Pomaria, being the esteemed and sole person awarded this title 1 year ago, being on Society Caucus 57, 2023 Gregorian. And what you're seeing now is his scroll for service. 3 cheers for the former Bardic champion and their concert. Hip, hip. Let all who would compete to be the Bardic champion of the Barony of Terra Pomaria and their consorts come now before their excellencies. What's up? Today, you enter the list to vie to become the Bardic champion. Today, you vie to become the Bardic champion of Terra Pomaria. The responsibility should not be undertaken lightly, for even as you take your place in their excellency's court and at their side, the champion must know that by the deeds performed, it shows forth the honor and valor of the court and its barony throughout the known world. Do each of you accept that should you be victorious, you will fulfill the obligations of the Bardic champion of Terra Pomaria, and that you will abide by the laws of this realm as expected by the title for which you aspire.
I swear. As I've said a moment ago, bards just bring joy to everything they do. They lighten the mood. They bring happiness to all those around them. And so, as you go forth and compete today, what I would love to see is joy, as much as possible, brought forth.
And I am just so appreciative of anyone who puts themselves out there like this. It can be scary. And so, ways to step up. Wonderful.
Competition shall commence upon their excellencies' command. You now have their excellencies' leave to make ready to bear yourselves boldly for the glory of Terra Pomaria. Thus suspends the court of their excellencies of Terra Pomaria.
Now resumes the court of the coronets of the Griffin Thrones, Prince Finn and Prince Eduardo.
Again, thank you all for coming. One of the most difficult things of being your princes, which we was recommendations from the populace. Now we know that the tool sets are a struggle for some, and what to put in is a struggle for some. I'm going to be teaching a class later today on how to write an award recommendation, so please come and attend that if you can. It's at noon. But in an effort, His Highness came up with a really great idea in an effort to try to get some more award recommendations in. We printed out award recommendations on paper, so you can just write them and hand them to us.
Check boxes, make it easy.
Yeah. There's,
And spaces to write your recommendation.
and I printed off some from my class, but also there's 75 here, so let's see how many award recommendations we can get for this event and for their excellencies who unfortunately couldn't join us today. They're sick for their reign when they step up, so they'll have things to do immediately. So we appreciate that if people could fill out award recommendations.
Thank you. And we'll have them up here as spares and then again with this class. So thank you.
Your Highnesses, have you any parting words for these your people?
Have fun today and try to stay dry.
There being no further business at this time, here suspends the court of their Highnesses Finn and Eduardo. You have their Highnesses leave to be about the day's business.